Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my 16-week pregnancy update. If you haven't already, or if you're new to this channel, click the subscribe button down below for more mummy and lifestyle videos. So first things first, we're going to talk about physical symptoms and cravings. So physical symptom wise, many things are similar to last week, so I will link last week's video down below. I don't want to repeat myself too much. Like I did say last week though, it's the hip pain and the back pain that's causing a lot of problems. Thankfully my nausea is not too bad this week. I've not been sick again and I'm still managing to eat food. I'm enjoying food. I have had a craving, but I'm going to put a stop to it because it is a really unhealthy one. So I've told myself once it's all gone, it's gone, and we are not making any more. But my husband did make some homemade chocolate fudge and I have been loving it. Usually I have really sensitive teeth with sweet things, so I generally tend not to eat a lot of sweet stuff, but I'm so happy that my teeth have agreed with this fudge for whatever reason. I've just been very happy snacking away on chocolate fudge for a few days. But yeah, I really don't want to get gestational diabetes, so once it's gone, which it soon will be, and then I'm completely stopping eating fudge, I'm going to try getting back to the healthier stuff again. I did actually have a boost of energy yesterday, I think it was. Unfortunately then I did pay for it at the end of the day. My back pain really flared up, but it was nice that I actually got some stuff done. I felt like I was being productive, but obviously my body did not quite agree with that as much as my mind really wanted to get going, and I was cleaning and stuff, so a lot of bending, picking stuff up, which obviously isn't great for my back, but it did make me feel good in the short term. And I do feel fine today, and I'm slowly getting my motivation back, and I'm just going to try and take it a little bit easier today and give myself a chance to recover. But that is pretty much it physical symptom wise. So moving on to talking about baby movements. Baby movements have been super strong again this week. I'm definitely feeling them through my stomach with my hands. They're definitely getting stronger. I'm feeling them with my fingers and stuff, and it still shocks me and surprises me. And honestly, if you saw me in the room, you would know when baby was kicking, because my smile just lights up the room. I'm just so, as soon as it happens, I can't not grin from ear to ear, and I'm just beaming, and it really has been the best part of this week, and it just feels like it's getting stronger and stronger every day, and it's really improving and boosting my mood. Last night apparently Fabian felt baby. I knew that baby was starting to move about and stuff, so I made sure and I told him to, and I put his hand where I had felt baby. He said that he was then feeling it, but of course, like I said last week, it's so hard for me when I'm not then feeling it. It distracts me because then I'm feeling his hand as well, but then I can't tell what movements kind of are his hand and what's the baby. Especially because I've had a C-section, there is a section of my skin that is very much numb, so sometimes he might be able to feel things and then I can't necessarily feel them things. But he did say that he felt baby, so that was the first time he felt baby last night, so that's really exciting, and I can't wait until I get so strong that my other two kids can feel baby. And I think especially my eldest, that's 4 years old now, he is going to be so super excited because he'll actually understand it. He grasps what's going on, whereas my other one, I know she'll be fantastic with an actual baby. She loves babies. She's like a magnet to babies, and I think she'll like feeling the baby kicks, but I don't think she's going to understand them, whereas he is going to understand, and he's already gets super excited and he's telling everybody about my baby. So that's really something I'm looking forward to over the next coming few weeks. So moving on, now we're talking about mental health. So talking about mental health, I've definitely felt pretty low this week. I have actually had some concerns about whether I've been developing prenatal depression, which I have actually suffered in all my previous pregnancies. A lot of it does relate, unfortunately, to the level of care I'm getting, which of course I did mention last week, and unfortunately so far nothing has been resolved. I still can't get hold of any midwives. I still very much feel that there is a lack of care even to a basic level. Like, I'm understanding of the pandemic, but there is still a basic human rights level that I believe I deserve, and I don't feel like I'm even getting that. Like, to not even have a response at all and not be able to get hold of a midwife for any questions, which especially today is a big issue, because I found out last night that the consultant that we saw a few weeks ago had put me on aspirin, which I hadn't actually taken for a couple of weeks because I just completely forgot. But then I started taking it in the last week or so, and then I found out and I read the instructions, and then I've been doing all my research, and it kept saying about not taking whilst breastfeeding, which was starting to really concern me. And there is this link between aspirin and Ray's syndrome, which is something to do with, I don't know if it's to do with chickenpox or a virus or something that's really dangerous for children. So my husband actually phoned up the chemist, the pharmacist, last night to ask, should I actually be taking aspirin, because everywhere is saying don't be taking it, even in a low dose. And the chemist was really shocked that the consultant had never asked me if I was breastfeeding, and that apparently it's a standard question that you would always ask if prescribing aspirin. And he was actually quite concerned that she had prescribed that without asking such a question, and he said not to take it and to phone my midwife today. So the only problem is, apart from the fact that my husband's forgetful and hasn't phoned them yet, when he does phone them, or if he phones them tomorrow, there's still a good chance they're not going to phone him back, and that concerns me, because the reason I was taking the aspirin was to make sure that my placenta is working properly, because we had placenta issues with Silver Rose, and then with Lani, but we don't know if there was issues with the placenta. It was a very small placenta. But apparently your placenta is normally proportionate to the size of your baby, so that could have been why it was small. But to not have any access to get answers to significant questions, especially when it could have put my daughter at risk, is really concerning for me, and it's just been really making me anxious. And I think the anxiety and this lack of communication, and the fact that I feel like I'm not being respected. Like, I still don't think they've even referred me to the hospital that I want to give birth at, just concerns me and makes me feel very down that I'm not being respected as a human and as someone that's nearly halfway through their pregnancy right now, and it just feels like they're not taking me seriously. So one way that I've combated this and decided to take this into my own hands, because I do recognise from suffering depression in the past, is that I know when I'm starting to go downhill, and so I've taken it into my own hands this time. And I've actually taken some advice from a comment I had on last week's video of making a complaint. I think that's what they said anyway. So this morning I've actually emailed PALS, which is the Patient Advice and Liaison Service, and so I am actually pursuing a complaint and asking them to mediate and find some sort of resolution, because I feel like I've been really patient now. It's been about 4 weeks of really low levels of care and no communication, and I asked to be transferred hospitals over 10 weeks ago now, and I don't think that I'm being unreasonable to think that that's too long to have waited, really, to see people that then can give me that reassurance and can give me answers that I need, because obviously their practices will be most likely very different to the ones at my local hospital. I don't want to ask the questions that are like my burning questions to my local hospital, to then only be confused when I find out it's completely different at the hospital of my choice. In that sense, I do actually feel more positive today, because I feel like I've made that choice to take control of the situation that was causing my low mood. So I'm hoping it's not going to actually develop into the prenatal depression, and I'm just really keeping my fingers crossed that at some point we will have a resolution and we will start to actually make progress and start moving forward. So moving on now, I want to tell you something exciting that we have done this week. We have bought our first item for this baby. So I went shopping yesterday. I went into Matalan, which had a huge sale on, and I did buy loads of stuff for our youngest, our 18-month-old Leilani. She's really grown out of a lot of her clothes and needed to be ready for winter with coats and wellies and stuff like that. But then I saw this and I couldn't help myself. It's literally the first thing that we have bought for this baby. So here it is. It is a little sleep suit. It is newborn size, and if you can't tell, yep, it is Christmassy, and this was, it should have been £6 and it was £2. I presume it was from last year's stock, and you could do it. It says mini me for grown-ups and for kids and grown-ups, so I presume last year you could get this in a matching set and everyone could match. But I just got really excited because I'm pretty sure this baby is going to be coming, I don't think it's going to come before Christmas because I think that will be too early, but I'm pretty sure this baby will be coming before we take our Christmas tree down. And I need Christmas pictures with a cute little baby. I've never had a Christmas baby. My kids have always been bigger babies by the time it's Christmas. I've got Leilani that is a mid-January baby, so she was just after we'd put Christmas decorations down, and then Beau is a July baby. So I'm excited that I'm going to be able to get baby, newborn, just cute Christmas pictures. I can just imagine all of like family pictures we can get in front of the Christmas tree and stuff. So yeah, I got a little bit excited. I have been excited about Christmas throughout this whole pregnancy, and it's kind of like my goal / milestone. In my eyes, it's the finish line. It means that we're almost there, and so I've been like excessively getting excited about Christmas, counting down to Christmas. It's been driving my husband crazy, but it's keeping me sane because then I'm telling myself, oh, it's not much longer to go and then we get to see and meet baby. So yeah, it's just been something that's kept me going and got me really excited, and I'm just completely in love with this outfit, and I can't wait to meet baby and put baby in this. So lastly guys, we're going to do the bump shot. As you can tell, we are not in the log cabin. It will happen one day, I'm sure. In theory, my husband should be finishing the log cabin tomorrow, but I'm not like holding my breath or anything, if I'm honest. But for now, I will try and crawl onto the bed and show you guys my bump. So here is my bump from the front, with clothes on obviously. Here it is from the left hand side. Let me just move my hair. There's from the left hand side, and then from the right hand side, and then this is the right hand side with my skin, and then the front. Oh, and there's my hair everywhere. I can't actually see, have I got stretch marks? I don't think I've gained any more yet, and I haven't been consistent with the belly butter, but so far no extra ones yet. And that is from my left hand side. So that's pretty much everything for my 16-week pregnancy update. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button down below, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye guys!